Hi, welcome to Fusion Beads. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Birdie bracelet. This bracelet's made using fun vintage pendants and charms with fire polished glass beads to create this unique new design. To make this bracelet, you're going to need 8 of those 9x6mm Aqua Opaline with Picasso Czech Rondelle fire polished glass beads, 1 of these natural brass Teensy butterfly charms, 1 of these natural brass busy bee charms, a scrolled ironwork natural brass pendant, and a Soaring Sparrow natural brass pendant, all 4 of these by Vintaj. And then you're also going to need 2 6mm antique brass plated base metal 18 gauge open jump rings, 2 of these 10mm natural brass 15 gauge open jump rings, and then 4 22 gauge 1.5 inch head pins. You're going to need a natural brass 19mm classic lobster claw clasp, and then 12 inches or so of this 22 gauge round artistic wire in tarnish resistant brass. You're also going to need round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, wire cutters, and these nylon jaw bracelet bending pliers. And you can find all of these product links in the description below. Okay, let's get started. All right, so to start off making your bracelet, you want to cut 3 3-inch lengths of your wire. So then we're going to take 1 of those lengths and we're going to create a wire wrapped link here. So to do that, you just want to take your round nose pliers about 1 inch or so down. Just going to bend 90 degrees. And then you want to go about 3/8 of an inch out, about halfway down your plier here. And you want to just rotate wire around your pliers to create a loop. Okay, we're just going to open that up a teeny bit. And you want to connect this loop to your clasp. Okay, so your clasp loop just sits right inside this open loop here. And then you want to take your chain nose and you want to grasp the loop that you made. Let's just hold that in place. And then you could take another pair of chain nose or your fingers here and just wrap that around about 3 times. Okay, and then you're just going to use your cutters, cut that tail. Okay, so now you've attached your wire to your clasp using a wire wrap. And so now you just want to attach 1 bead. And then we're just going to make a wire wrap on this other end here. And that's going to create a link. So about just leaving a little bit of room between the bend and your wire. Create a 90-degree angle. And then again, 3/8 of an inch out. Create a loop and just rotate your wire around your pliers to create that loop there. And we're just going to go ahead and close this up without attaching anything to it. So just hold it with your chain nose. And then you just want to wrap the wire down about 3 times, just until it's snug next to the bead. Use your cutters Then here you can use your chain nose to kind of tuck those tails in where you cut. Okay, so there you have one wire wrap link that's attached to your clasp. So now we just want to create 2 more of these. So again, take your wire, about 1 inch down, okay, so you have your loop there, and now this loop is going to be attached to this end here. So just attach that. And then take your chain nose and just hold that loop. Just grasp that wire there. And then just bring your wire around and wrap down 3 times. Okay, cut that. Now you've attached your next wire wrap to the first link. And then we add a bead. Okay, and same thing. Usually if the wire's a little longer, instead of using chain nose, I can just easily use my fingers here to wrap it down, just so it sits next to the bead. Cut the tail. And you can use your chain nose to tuck those tails in. Okay, so now you have 2 wire wrap links, and we're just going to do that one more time. Make your loop, attach that to the previous link. And just hold that with your chain nose. And wrap down 3 times. Cut your tail. Okay, now you have that attached. So we're just going to add a bead. And then again, 90-degree bend, a little bit up from the bead, just so you're able to wrap down. Rotate your wire around the bead to make a loop. Okay, and so then this loop is going to be attached to this pendant here, which comes with these jump rings on either side. So you're just going to attach the jump ring here. Use your chain nose to hold that in place. And then just wrap the wire down. Cut the tail. And then use your chain nose to just tuck the tails in as needed. Okay, so now you have 3 of your beads, and then we have it attached to this pendant here. And now what we want to do is attach this to our Sparrow pendant here. And we're going to do that using a 10mm jump ring. So you just want to take your jump ring, open that up. You're bringing 1 end towards you and 1 away from you. And then we're just going to place the attached jump rings from the pendants. Just close that back up. And again, just bringing those ends together. Okay, and so now we just want to do 1 more wire wrap link here on this other end. So we just need to cut 3-inch length of wire. Just make wire wrap like we did before. Just make your loop, and you're going to attach that loop to your jump ring here. Won't go in, you can kind of just open it up. Okay. And then take your chain nose, hold that loop. Okay, we just want to make wire wraps. Just bring that wire down and wrap it about 3 times. Cut that tail. Add a bead. Then we're going to make another wire wrap here to create the link. Just leaving a little bit of room, 90-degree bend, about 3/8 of an inch out. Rotate your wire around your pliers to create a loop. And then with this end, we're just going to connect 10mm jump ring here. So we just want to make sure it's closed. So just make sure those ends are just really secure together. And then we're just going to attach the jump ring. use your chain nose to hold that loop made in place. And then you're just going to bring that wire down, wrap it for a total of about 3 wraps. Cut that tail. Then you can tuck that wire as needed. Okay, so there you have the length, and now we just want to add just a few charms and dangles here to a few of these jump rings. Okay, so to do that, take our charms here. You want to open up your jump ring, bring one end towards you, one away. Add your charm. And then you're just going to add that to the jump ring. And then close that up. Just bring those ends back together. Okay, so now you have the butterfly charm on that 10mm jump ring there. We're just going to repeat that. Just bring one in towards you, one away. Attach your bead charm, and then we're going to attach that to this last 10mm jump ring here. And close it up, bringing those ends together. Okay, so now we just want to add 2 dangles on either end, or either side of these charms here. So to do that, we're just going to want to take our head pins, and we're going to want to place a bead on your head pin and create a wire wrap the same way as before. Bend 90 degrees. About 3/8 of an inch out. Rotate your wire around. And then we're going to attach that to the left side of the butterfly charm on that 10mm jump ring. Okay, hold that loop with your chain nose. And then wrap your wire down. It's close to the bead. Cut that tail. And you can tuck the end there. Just tuck that tail in. Okay, and then you have one little cute wire wrapped little bead dangle here. And so now we're just going to repeat that. Same thing for the other side of the butterfly charm, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the left and the right side of the bead charm as well. Okay, so now you can see I've added the dangles here, the wire wrap dangles to the left and right side of the butterfly charm and the bead charm. So your bracelet is pretty much done. There's one other thing you can do, which is to bend your metal here, your pendants, so it curves nicely around your wrist. It's optional. You can leave it as is. That's why I finished the bracelet. But you can also take these nylon jaw bracelet bending pliers. See, it has that curve here, and that's just going to curve your pendant or metal it's just going to make it so it curves nicely around your wrist. So to do that, you're just going to take the pliers and you're just going to put it right in the middle because you want it to curve down around your wrist. And you're just going to squeeze, just give it a nice squeeze. And that's just going to slightly bend just so it fits nicely around your wrist. And then you do the same thing for the sparrow. Just put it right there in the middle. Just give it a good squeeze. And with this one, you can kind of just go down on both ends here. Kind of work your way one end to the other to give that a nice bend. Okay, so that's just going to curve those pendants there, so that'll just fit nicely around the wrist. Your bracelet's now all complete here, and we're just using that 10mm jump ring on the end to attach the clasp. And now you have a really unique, vintage-inspired bracelet to wear for any occasion. You can find all of the tools and materials to make this Birdie bracelet at fusionbeads.com.